Today we're actually going to touch on EC, and I think everybody has been looking at executive condominiums, right? But realize that EC has been something that is appearing in the headlines in the news as well, And of course, some of you may be curious, how actually these buyers are managed to buy an EC, because with the EC is subject to the HDB mortgage servicing ratio and all these certain policy. So a lot of you might be curious, how these people actually are able to go and huge quantum EC, and considering the EC prices also have went up quite a bit.
Usually they were sold out.
And still sold out. So if you're curious, then please watch on this video.
Okay, so a bit of the disclaimer. Everything we share is based on our own opinion and research. So if you want to purchase, please seek professional advice. Let's go.
Yeah, so I don't know if some of you that are watching, have you ever been curious or wondered how actually people buy EC? So in this video, we're actually going to talk a bit about that. We're going to look at the numbers as well as the timeline to see how people actually are able to do it.
Especially we want to focus on the huge quantum one.
You
see something, why suddenly all the 5-bedder, the 4-bedder, the 3-bedder, the big one all sell so fast, and the first one to go is always like them.
Yeah.
How they afford? Because based on the best scenario, the way we're going to do the best scenario, the loan itself, even when we buy the mid-range one, our down payment is very huge. How these people buy? All these things.
Yeah.
How you see how they buy? So we go So a bit of we use a case study, the best case scenario. For example, today your loan tenure is the maximum, right? So you earn 16k ceiling cap. So actually your loan is only 1 mil. Because it comes ceiling 16k, so your loan is 1 mil. Yeah. So you thought, you ask yourself, then if you want to buy a 1.7 3-bedroom, based on the down payment, you just use the loan. My down payment extra, I need 700k. But the stamp duty, almost 750,000. Where do you get the money?
Yeah,
then that's why we say,
yeah, that's how people can buy.
Why? How people afford? They can't see yourself buying. So I also understand, because I have a client, when we do the calculation, they start to stress your loan 1 million, even you cap everything, right?
To be frank, this down payment is quite scary.
Yeah.
700k one time give you
It's CPF plus cash, although it's CPF cash, so
still high.
Very high one. How people actually buy? So usually those people who can buy a huge quantum one, right, is actually the upgraders that have already owned a HDB. Yeah. Why? So you can see from here, right? Same thing, but assuming you buy EC 1.7, right? Your down payment based on 75% loan is about 340. So now become, let's stretch it. Both person, cash plus CPF together about 340,000. Then based on that, about 400,000. Definitely for upgraders to have this CPF and cash involved, I think
still manageable. 700 maybe a bit high, 300 to 400 at least. I would say it's still quite a reasonable range.
Because they are upgraders, they are still okay. So the thing is the bridging loan. They need to have a bridging loan of 160,000. How they have this bridging loan is because assuming today we just use a Bukit Batok 5-room, the average is about 800k. So you see now with this bridging loan structure, they can actually buy.
If you look at, for example, the selling price, now you mentioned 800, then assuming they bought at 400, right? After 5 years, we did a calculation, it's about 245,000 outstanding loan. Yeah, so 800 minus this amount, your proceeds are cash or CPF, 5,000. Okay, based on this, how are we able to determine how much the bridging loan we can get? Because we need to have at least 360,000.
Yeah, this one is not about trying to sell. We are not trying to sell. We just want to estimate the valuation. Because what we say, you have understand our ECs, right? You have watched our EC video, right? Deferred payment scheme is very popular because owners don't like to move house, don't like to rent. So for EC, it's always a good choice because you can do the deferred payment scheme. Then when it almost DOP, right? This the key, then you sell. Then after you move in seamlessly with all your extension, with all your renovation done, then you move in seamlessly.
Yeah. Of course, the key thing we need to understand is how do we able to calculate this bridging loan? A lot of people don't know. They say bridging loan, but I don't know how much I can get. How we calculate? For example, based on the valuation for your HDB is 800k.
Yeah. Okay? So how to get this valuation? Ask a banker. The banker will actually tell you, get a valuation, then you from there. Actually, they will. If you ask a banker already, they will help you do all these things. But now today, you can understand how they do it. How to do it.
Yeah, but of course they only use 90%. You must have 90%, right? This is the so-called 720k.
To be safe, they discounted 10%. It cannot be that big. They get another 5 later when the TOP. What happens if the valuation drop? So they have to buffer a bit.
Yeah. So of course with 720k, first thing they have to minus your CPF use. Yeah, because CPF use is will return to you, then the second thing they'll minus is the outstanding HDB loan. Okay, so whatever you get back, this by right, this is so-called the cash proceeds.
Correct.
Yeah. How do we actually calculate what the bridging loan amount? You just take your CPF that you're going to get back, okay, then you plus your cash proceeds that you get back. This will be the so-called bridging loan that
you can qualify lah.
Qualify for. Yeah. So if you look at whatever house you buy, right, if you can is above whatever bridging loan that you need, then everything is safe.
For example, today, back to this case study, if the 1.7 million, right, you need to bridge about 360,000, right?
Yeah.
Today you can buy 1.7 already.
Yeah.
Or you can even stretch a bit more.
Yes.
But one key thing you need to know that to up deferred payment scheme, right? This is a timeline that we video. If you want to watch more other timelines on how to sell and buy without all these things, buy first, you can go to our timeline video in our YouTube. Main thing you have to know that you, in order to buy deferred, right, you need to have your 5%, your 15% plus your buyer's stamp duty.
Yeah.
Without this, you cannot buy.
Yeah.
You have not enough to do. This one you have to. So from there, right, once you have all these two, then you can see the deferred payment scheme. But all these things beforehand must calculate already lah.
Yeah.
Cannot you put your 20%, then you say not enough to buy. So that cannot do like that one. So everything must be in place one. Because end point they must know that you can sure afford. Cannot cannot tell the person I have cannot. All this must be in place. So from here, right, this part, right, when the project want to TOP, right, take key, right, you must know lah. Within 6 months you try to start to market and sell, so that bridging loan to this, so that you need the approval letter.
Yes.
It's not acceptance. No. Acceptance is just acceptance all your paper, the submit.
Approval means got completion date.
No, acceptance also got completion date. It's just that the acceptance, right, is HDB has received your case. Now you got to do all the paperwork.
Yeah.
Approval is like everything done already. It's just all check done. It's gone. It's good to go. We just wait for the completion date already.
Yeah.
Usually, the approval letter come maybe in the about 1 month to 2 months, 1 month plus. When completion. We need that letter. Then you can send to the banker so that we ready lah. Send to a lawyer. Send to a law firm. We ready for the bridging loan to be the key. Then these are timeline that you'll be to take note lah. And this is actually how you buy with bridging loan lah. And that's the magic number lah. Main thing is mostly people who can afford bigger unit in the ECs are all the upgraders lah. With second property, unless the parents help in terms of cash, not help in terms of CPF.
Yeah, because CPF cannot use other people, only can use the one that's buying.
So that's why a lot of people say, sometimes his parents help in terms of EC.
Yeah, sometimes. Actually, this is just a very, straightforward thing that we want to share with a lot of buyers that are curious, if they're looking at EC, how they actually do it. And so we just share with you the calculation, the bridging loan, deferred payment scheme, timeline and everything. But of course, if you really think of going this route into looking at EC, feel free to contact us and we'll be able to share with you based on your case. I'm Dillon.
I'm Matthew. See you soon.